What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't your lack of talent, money, or opportunity, but the habits you repeat every single day? Most people spend years looking for a breakthrough, while completely ignoring the routines that quietly shape the destiny. The truth is simple: your future is hidden inside your daily habits. Every action you repeat is either building your strength or feeding your weakness. And the ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. Today, we're exploring 11 Stoic habits that can completely transform your discipline, mental strength, and quality of life. Some of these habits may seem small, but by the end of this video, you'll understand why they have the power to change everything. Habit number 1. Control what you can control. Most stress comes from fighting battles that were never yours to fight. People worry about other people's opinions, future events, unexpected problems, and things beyond their influence. The Stoics taught that peace begins when you separate what you can control from what you cannot. You can control your actions, your effort, your attitude, and your character. Everything else is secondary. Imagine how much energy you would recover if you stopped trying to control things that were never in your hands. Every day, ask yourself, what is actually within my control right now? Then focus only on that. Before we continue, if you're someone committed to becoming mentally stronger every day, subscribe and join this community. Together, we're learning timeless principles that help us build a calmer, more powerful life. Habit number 2. Begin your day with intention. Most people wake up and immediately surrender their mind to notifications, emails, and distractions. The Stoics did the opposite. They started each day by preparing themselves mentally. Before facing the world, they reflected on who they wanted to become. Imagine waking up each morning and deciding your mindset before the world decides it for you. A few minutes of reflection can prevent hours of emotional chaos. Ask yourself, what kind of person will I be today? That simple question can completely change your behavior. The strongest people don't win the day by accident. They prepare for it. Habit number 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Comfort feels good in the moment, but too much comfort weakens the mind. Ancient Stoics intentionally practiced discomfort. They would occasionally sleep on hard surfaces, eat simple meals, or endure hardship voluntarily. Why? Because they wanted proof that they could survive discomfort. Today, most people panic when life becomes inconvenient. But if you regularly challenge yourself, adversity loses its power over you. Take cold showers. Exercise when you don't feel like it. Do difficult things without complaining. Every challenge becomes evidence that you are stronger than your excuses. Habit number 4. Pause before reacting. One angry moment can destroy years of progress. Modern life constantly tempts us to react emotionally. Someone insults us online. A coworker frustrates us. A family member says something hurtful. The Stoics understood that between an event and your reaction exists a space. Inside that space lies your power. The next time something triggers you, pause. Take a moment before speaking. Give your emotions time to settle. You'll discover that many problems disappear when you stop feeding them with impulsive reactions. Mental strength isn't about never feeling emotions. It's about refusing to let emotions control your actions. Habit number 5. Reflect every evening. Most people end the day distracted. The Stoics ended theirs with reflection. Every night, they reviewed their actions. What did they do well? Where did they fall short? What could they improve tomorrow? This habit creates extraordinary self-awareness. Instead of drifting through life, you begin consciously shaping your character. Success rarely comes from dramatic changes. It comes from tiny improvements repeated consistently over time. If you're finding value in these ideas, take a moment to subscribe. Not because this channel will change your life overnight, but because consistent exposure to wisdom can slowly transform the way you think, act, and live. Habit number 6. Accept reality as it is. Many people suffer twice. First, they suffer from the problem itself. Then they suffer because they refuse to accept that the problem exists. The Stoics practiced radical acceptance. They faced reality honestly, even when it was uncomfortable. Acceptance is not surrender, it is clarity. When you stop arguing with reality, you free your energy to solve the problem. The sooner you accept what is happening, the sooner you can decide what to do about it. Your power begins where denial ends. Habit number 7. Guard your mind carefully. Your mind becomes what you feed it. Every day, people consume endless negativity through social media, news, gossip, and toxic conversations. Then they wonder why they feel anxious and exhausted. The Stoics were extremely selective about what they allowed into their minds. Ask yourself, are the things you consume making you stronger or weaker? Are they helping you grow or keeping you distracted? Protecting your mind isn't selfish. It's necessary. A disciplined mind is built through disciplined consumption. Habit number 8. Focus on character over reputation. Most people spend their lives trying to look successful. The Stoics focused on becoming successful internally. Reputation depends on what others think. Character depends on what you do. One can be taken away instantly. The other becomes part of who you are. The strongest individuals don't chase validation. They chase integrity. They aim to become someone they can respect when nobody is watching. When character becomes your priority, confidence grows naturally because it is rooted in truth rather than approval. Habit number 9. Remember that life is temporary. This habit may sound dark, but it is surprisingly liberating. The Stoics regularly reflected on mortality, not to become fearful, but to become grateful and intentional. When you remember that life is finite, petty arguments lose importance. Procrastination becomes harder to justify. You become more willing to pursue what truly matters. One day, every opportunity you have today will be gone. Every conversation, every chance, every moment. That realization is not depressing. It's a reminder to live fully while you can. Habit number 10. Do your duty regardless of mood. Most people wait until they feel motivated. The Stoics understood that motivation is unreliable. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. Some days you'll feel inspired. Other days you'll feel tired, discouraged, or distracted. The question isn't whether you feel like doing the work. The question is whether the work needs to be done. Show up anyway. Every time you act according to your values rather than your emotions, you strengthen your character. Over time, this habit separates extraordinary people from average ones. Habit number 11. Become your own source of validation. Perhaps the most powerful Stoic habit of all is learning to stop seeking constant approval. Many people spend their entire lives trying to impress others. They chase likes, praise, attention, and recognition. But external validation is a prison because your happiness becomes dependent on people you cannot control. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes when your self-worth comes from your own actions and principles. When you know you're living according to your values, you no longer need everyone's approval. You become calmer, stronger, and more confident. And that confidence cannot be taken away because it comes from within. Final thoughts. These 11 Stoic habits are simple, but don't mistake simplicity for weakness. The most powerful transformations often begin with small daily actions. Imagine where your life could be 1 year from now if you practice these habits consistently. Imagine the discipline you could build, the peace you could experience, and the strength you could develop. The Stoics weren't searching for an easier life. They were building themselves into people capable of handling any life. And that's the challenge for you today. Don't try to master all 11 habits at once. Choose one. Practice it consistently. Let it become part of who you are. Because your future isn't created by what you do occasionally. It's created by what you do every day.